Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about the poinsettia plants. Poinsettias are the #1 potted plant sold in the United States. This is amazing, given the fact that they sell mainly during the Christmas holiday season. They are colorful and fit the holiday perfectly. Also known as the Christmas star flower, the poinsettia originates from Mexico. Guaranteed to bring Christmas cheer, poinsettia flowers from mid-November through to January and is the ultimate festive decoration for the home, aside from the Christmas tree, of course. A beloved holiday plant, the poinsettia is known for its striking red leaves and small, compact yellow flowers that bring a festive touch to homes. While poinsettias are typically purchased annually, the perennial shrub can last for several years when cared for properly. The plant is relatively low maintenance, but can be short-lived when not given an ideal environment for growth. But with the proper light, water, temperature, and soil, your poinsettias can thrive throughout the holiday season and may even rebloom next year. The poinsettia is a long night plant, that is, it flowers when the days are only 8 to 10 hours in length. As this plant would typically bloom in the spring, following its natural winter conditions, tricking the plant into an early winter means spring blooming can take place for Christmas. To initiate flowering, limit the plant to only 8 or 9 hours of good bright light each day for 6 to 8 weeks, starting at the end of September. The other 15 to 16 hours should be dark. In a closet, under a box, etc. Any interruption in the plant's long night may prevent bud formation. Continue to water the plant as needed during this period, but do not fertilize. Once the bracts, top leaves, begin to darken or show color, discontinue the short day treatment and the plant should continue to deepen in color. Poinsettias need warmth and light. It can be kept close to a radiator, but it must be kept away from drafts. If it's too drafty, this plant may start to lose its leaves. Try to place poinsettias in a sheltered spot. A temperature between 15 and 22 degrees is ideal, making these poinsettias well suited to bedrooms and living rooms. Sufficient light is important for the plant to grow and thrive. The usual advice is to keep plants out of direct sunlight to protect their leaves from burning, but in the winter months, this shouldn't be a problem, so it's fine to place your poinsettia by a south-facing window. Poinsettias prefer soft water, they don't like hard water. Rainwater is naturally soft and low in minerals like lime, and therefore perfect for plants collected outside to water your poinsettias. In regions with hard drinking water, you could reduce the mineral content of tap water by boiling it or letting it stand for a day. Poinsettias don't like a lot of water. Always remember that the plant's root bale should neither dry out nor be drenched. Overwatering can quickly lead to waterlogging, which in turn causes root rot and leaves you with a dead houseplant. You should get into the habit of inspecting its leaves. If they're turning yellow or falling off, you're probably not watering it right. Much like the case with orchids, many flower enthusiasts mean well, but they often overwater poinsettias when they only really need a little. Remember, poinsettias like humid conditions, so keep them misted if it's in a room where the central heating is on full blast. Poinsettias need soil within an optimum pH range of 5.8 to 6.2, using 3 parts soil to 1 part grit, so that plenty of oxygen can reach the roots. Most poinsettias don't need repotting over winter, so you can keep it in the pot you bought it in. Newly purchased poinsettias typically don't require fertilizing during the flowering period because they are usually sold in pre-fertilized soil. However, fertilizing could be required, for example, if poinsettias are repotted or kept for longer. To ensure it survives until next year, you will need to prune the poinsettia in April to about 10 centimeters and keep it at a temperature of 13 degrees Celsius. Repot in May and grow it in a cool and light place over summer, ideally at a temperature of 15 to 18 degrees. When November comes around, it is time to start forcing the plant. It will require 12 hours of bright daylight followed by 12 hours of complete darkness to alert it to the shorter days of winter, which will encourage the red flowers to flourish, say the experts. Do poinsettias come back year after year? Theoretically, it's possible to get a poinsettia to bloom again, however, this requires a lot of effort and the plant rarely looks as impressive as it did in the first year. But even if you don't want to make your plant flower again, you don't have to get rid of it. After pruning at the end of the flowering period, poinsettias turn into lush green plants that do very well outdoors in the warmer months. The most common problem when growing poinsettias is that the leaves wilt and drop off. This is a sign of cold conditions. Remember, poinsettias are from Mexico and need to be kept at a minimum temperature of 13 degrees Celsius, away from drafts. Unfortunately, some poinsettias are kept in poor conditions in the shop or garden center, and the leaves start to wilt when you get them home. Sadly, there's not much you can do for your poinsettia at this stage. Always buy your poinsettia from a reputable supplier and remember to protect it from cold conditions on the journey home. Other problems, such as gray mold, can result from overwatering. Make sure you water your poinsettia only when the surface of the compost is dry, and mist the leaves regularly to maintain humidity around the plant.